What's goes happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Muthana. Welcome to another great edition of the Rewatchers Council, MCU edition. This week we are doing Thor Ragnarok. It is the third installment in the Thor franchise. We're inches away from Infinity War. One of the end scenes is connecting to it, but I digress. But we keep moving. I am not alone. I'm never alone on these. I got my main man Matt with me. Matt, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, thank you, Ferris.
That's good. That's good. Last week we didn't have a show last week. The channel went dark for a bit. We went to go see the nuptials of Brandy and Justin. It was nice. It was wonderful. I really wish you were there, Matt. It would have been awesome.
hmm
But without further ado, man, let's talk about it, man. Thor Ragnarok. Where were you, Matt, when you first watched this movie?
I think I was at home and I saw it on FX.
Same, bro. Same. I watched most of these movies on FX. I think I watched Iron Man 3 on FX as well. But it is what it is. But let's get right into it, man. I like getting right into it. Do you still like this movie?
Yeah, this movie's awesome.
This movie's awesome, awesome. So tell me, initially when you first watched it, you loved it, or you changed your mind over time? Shout out
Yeah,
to
no,
Derpy 51 First Street mid movie W YouTube channel content though. Thank you, Derpy. Appreciate you. Hit me, Matt. When you first initially watched it, did you like it, or did you like it on a rewatch? Like what happened?
yeah, I always liked this one.
Okay, why?
It had a good mix of fun stuff in it, and
hmm
Hela was badass,
Yes, it was.
and I liked all the music in it too.
Yeah. Nice little mixture of rock. This is Taika Waititi's first film in the MCU. It's the first time I've ever seen him. It's the first time I ever heard about him. Um, I liked it as well. I liked it on the initial watch, and I like it on the rewatch. I think it's a tremendous film. I think this was kind of like one of the best MCU films because it mixed everything that's right about the MCU, Matt, where you had the comedic moments and you had the very funny moments, him and Korg and all those funny moments. But then, when it got serious, you know what I mean? Uh, when it got serious, like with Anthony Hopkins, just looking at the picturesque in Norway and dying, those were pretty nice. And then the serious moments, they didn't cheapen those moments, right? Derpy does say he wished the movie was a little more, you know, they made the storyline a complete joke. I would have preferred it to be more like Dark World. Dark World. You like Dark World? Cool. More like, you mean like darker? Because Ragnarok is the destruction of Asgard. But Matt, what do you think about that? You think it melded, the comedic and the lightheartedness with the intense moments? Heimdall smuggling people into the outer garrisons. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, just my big complaint was how completely fake it looked when they were on the hill with Odin. The
Uh,
green screen was so bad.
they weren't in Norway actually. Why? Why? I don't understand. What? So you like the mixture of serious with the comedic, or do you think they leaned one way more or to the other?
No, they were pretty even to me.
Yeah, yeah. Hella, big fan. What was your favorite moment involving her? You said you really liked her.
Yeah. Um, Probably when she took on Surtur at the end.
Yes, yeah. That was pretty nice. I like that one. Yeah, I liked her. Personally, I liked her murdering all the army. That was pretty nice, as well as her introduction, where she like destroys the hammer. Those are pretty nice moments as well. I think she's a tremendous villain. Um, I think the problem is the MCU like kills their villains in the movies. They don't. The only villain that gets multiple films is always Loki, but at this point he's not really a villain anymore. He's just Loki. You know what I mean? He's just Loki. And it is what it is. I like how he tries to betray Thor, but Thor already knew he was gonna betray him, so he shocked him. And then Korg, basically helps him, and he says, "You guys look like you need leadership," and he joins them.
Hmm.
That was pretty nice. Tom Hiddleston, man, I've never watched a Thor, a Loki, or something with Loki in it, where I'm like, you know what, he was bad, or I don't want to see that no more. He always hits it. He always hits it out of the park. Shout out to Tom Hiddleston. He's the man. What did you think, Matt? Loki again. What's your opinions on Loki in this movie?
Yeah, my favorite part with him was the play.
Ah, yes, the play. Shout out to Matt Damon. You
Yeah,
know, yeah, yeah, that
Sam
was pretty
Neill.
nice. Yeah, I forgot Sam Neill was in this. I knew
Yeah,
Matt Damon played Loki, right? But when Sam Neill walked up, I was like, yo, that's Sam Neill. What the hell? That threw me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It threw me off. Um, Overall, Matt, what was your favorite part of the movie?
let me think. You go first.
Me, I liked my big fan is the initial battle with Hulk, and then going into you know they start arguing about each other in the like in the room. I like those, and it's kind of like it's Hulk, Planet Hulkish, because unfortunately they can't make Planet Hulk. Marvel can't make Planet Hulk because the solo Hulk movie rights are with Universal. Um, Marvel only can use Hulk in team up films. That's it. They can't make solo Hulk movies.
Yeah.
So we kind of got a pseudo Planet Hulk type thing with Skarar, or what, I don't remember the planet's name. I think it's
Scar. Yeah.
Scar
Just
Card.
Scar. Just
Yeah,
Scar.
Scarred. So we got kind of get like that pseudo Planet Hulk thing, and I kind of liked it as well. Another scene I really enjoyed was Anthony Hopkins in front of that green screen, you know, you know, just depicting the world and his failures and why, and he's about to die, and Hela's coming to destroy us. And I really like that scene as well. I was a big fan of that because at the end of the day, these movies, it's all about dialogue and actors acting in scenes, right? We can talk about the great action set pieces as much as we want in front of the green screens or in real or on location, which are great. But at the end of the day, it's about actors reading lines, just being them damn good acting. So this is Anthony Hopkins, man. It's not no Joe Schmo here. This is two-time Academy winner Anthony Hopkins. At that moment, he's one-time Academy winner Anthony Hopkins. Then he won another Academy Award later. But yeah, man, it was great to see in those scenes as well. What about you, Matt?
I think probably when Valkyrie caught Thor. That was probably my favorite part.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where she's like, "He's mine," and then she's drunk and falls off the ship, and then she gets like, "Wait, let me phrase that. He's mine," and then that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Also,
Um,
too, when Hulk came back
as
as fire
Banner or as Hulk
as Hulk.
at the end, where he like slams into the Biofrost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny. That was pretty funny as well. But overall, Matt, you know, any things that you think they could have improved on, or what like, or stuff that on rewatch you're like, oh, I wish they did something a little different there, or I should have fixed something there. We know about the CGI and Anthony Hopkins, just sitting on probably like a green chair. But outside of that, anything else?
No, no, I thought this was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
No complaints.
How much, man? How much? I just like this movie. I really just really like this movie. Like, I ain't got no complaints. I ain't really got nothing to say. Um, you know, People love this movie. It's not, and it's a thing where you know, some people may dislike it. Because Derp said, they made the storyline a complete joke. I would prefer it to be more like Dark World. I've never heard that, but it's first time for everything, so that's good to see. Um, but yeah, man, like I really like this movie. You know, they didn't you know they didn't outweigh the comedic moments with the serious moments. It felt like a good mixture. Could have been a little bit more serious. I think it could have been probably my only, if I'm really nitpicking, probably be a little bit more serious because his father just died, his long lost sister, who's bloodthirsty genocidal maniac, is coming back to take over the throne, and she's killing everybody. She destroyed his hammer. She took his eye. She took his eye. She ripped his eye out of his head. So there's that. Like it could have been a little bit more serious, but overall, I didn't really, I got no complaints really. Really, it's pretty much it. Villain breakdown. Let's break down the villain. So there's two villains. There's the main villain of Hela, played by Cate Blanchett. Um, but and then there's the secondary villain of the Grand Master, played by Jeff Goldblum. Did you like both villains, Matt? Did you prefer one over the other, or do you think both could have done a little bit more? What do you think?
Well, I think you got to throw Surtur in there too.
Surtur, that is true. There's three villains.
Yeah, no, Jeff Goldblum was a shit in this.
Yeah, I really liked him as well. And I got no complaints with none of the villains really. I just wanted to see more of them. If they were but overall, like, I like them. Love Cate Blanchett, love and everything. I love her in everything she's in. I've never watched a Cate Blanchett movie and said, "Damn, man, she should." This movie stinks. I mean, I liked her. Like recently, she was in this movie called Black Bag, and it was pretty damn good. I liked it, and she just cooked in it. Overall, like, I just loved her. I just loved her. And Jeff Goldblum, I love Jeff Goldblum. He was good in this movie. I really loved it. I still don't know who plays Surtur. I need to look that up.
It sounded like it was Clancy Brown to me, but I don't know.
All right, man. Let's check this, man. It could be Clancy Brown because Clancy Brown be in everything. All right, it's played by Clancy Brown. Of course it was. Man, I love Clancy Brown. He's so good. He's so good, man. He's so good in everything.
Crabs.
He is Mr. Krabs. That's true. He's also one of the. He also plays one of the characters in this game I played called Detroit Become Human.
Oh,
Yeah, he plays one of the cops that you get teamed up with, so it's pretty good. You know, so I'm a big fan of Clancy Brown, but overall, man, I really don't got enough complaints for this movie. I think this movie's pretty damn good. Um, uh, anything else you want to touch on, man? Any themes that really caught your eye on the second rewatch that you really loved?
yeah, just that Thor, how they realized that they didn't need the planet or his hammer or anything.
Yeah. Asgard isn't a place; it's a people. That's a great theme. I really love that theme of where is home, right, Matt? Is
Yeah,
home a physical place, like your house or the city you live in, or is home the people you are with every single day, right? And me, I'm more of a you can make home anywhere you know. It's just a feeling. Home is a feeling. You can talk about all that time. It's where you feel comfortable at, where you feel you can be yourself, where you feel protected, and where you feel like you have your people around you. Just like this, Asgard is like Anthony Hopkins' character Odin says, Asgard's not a place, it's a people. And then it gets reiterated with Heimdall, and he says, Asgard is a place, Asgard's not a place, it's a people. And he knew, that's where it is. And shout out to Heimdall, shout out to Idris Elba. I'm a big fan of Idris Elba. So shout out to him.
he's just not good looking enough, though. They should get someone better looking.
Yes, exactly. I'm with you on that one. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, I ain't got no really negative to say about this movie. I really like this movie. I nothing bad crept up on my rewatch. Shout out to Keith Urban. I love this character and kind of the evolution of being a loser, and then he became a lackey. Then he ended his life being a hero. Because he couldn't live it with himself. Because if he watched those children get killed, I don't think he could sleep at night. And you know what? Good for him. He died a good hero's death. I'm a big fan of Keith Urban. Loved him in Dread. Loved him in The Boys. Big fan of him in. I watched him in Lord of the Rings. He was damn good at. So shout out to him. I found out he was also in Star Trek, which threw me off. He's Bones in
Yeah.
Star Trek. But yeah, yeah, man. Any other auxiliary characters that you like, man? Like there's Korg. We got introduced to a lot of secondary characters, like the Scourge, Korg, Meek and Korg. They become Thor's best friends, basically. Um, any of those?
Shout out to Stan Lee giving the haircut.
Chad Stanley. Yep, absolutely.
Just how about the end credits?
Yeah, let's talk about the end credits, right? They're in their ship. Let's break it down. I think we're getting towards the end of the show. It's two end credit scenes. One, which is the mid credit scene, which is the scene that a lot of people are gonna focus on. They're in their ship. They just escaped Asgard being destroyed. They're all just hanging out, and they're gonna go to Earth. Thor's like, we're gonna go to Earth, and Loki's like, are you sure you want to bring me back to Earth? And he's like, yeah, that's a good point. But before anything else happens, a giant ship comes and is hovering over them. Now we know whose ship that was.
Mm-hmm.
But when you first watched that, Matt, did you know that was Thanos' ship? What did you think was going happening when you first saw the giant ship in space hovering the Asgardians?
Yeah, I mean, I figured it had to be Thanos.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know right away. Because sometimes like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the lore. I don't recognize the ships. I don't know. I mean, if I did trivia, I'll probably lose at it. So I didn't know. I was like, oh, that's a giant ship. It looked menacing, so it was probably like a bad ship. But I didn't know who was on the ship at first. Right? It's like it's probably a bad guy. The ship does not look friendly whatsoever.
Yeah, it could have been the Guardians.
Well, no, I knew about the Guardian ship. The Guardian ship was a little smaller. That was a big old ship. You know what I mean? That looked like a planet. But I assumed it was a bad guy, but I didn't know what it was. But yeah, but on the second time around, knowing that it was Thanos' ship and knowing what's gonna happen I forgot, but then I quickly remember like, oh snap, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be horrible. And then the last credit scene was the Grandmaster falling into the trash, probably like the trash, no, like a landfill, where he says, "Good job, guys. Good revolution." I should really get a good part of this because you need somebody to overthrow, and I pat myself on the back. Again, Jeff Goldblum being great. Your thoughts on those two end credit scenes, Matt?
Yeah, I liked them. They were
Yeah.
interesting compared to a lot of the other ones.
Yeah. A good foreshadowing, good for brewing on those. Yeah. But Matt, we've gotten to the end of it. We haven't really got any much complaints. We loved Ragnarok. We're big fans of it. So at this end, Matt, give me your star rating.
I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4 outright. I don't do that half stuff. I'm giving it a 4. I really like this movie. It's not one of the movies I think is like perfect in the MCU. There's a couple of others, but this one is damn good. I loved Ragnarok. It was awesome. So yeah, four stars out of 5. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'll make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back next week, same time, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, with the Rewatchers Council MCU edition. Matt, where else can they find you on this channel?
Just here doing movies and TV stuff.
All right, that's nice. All right, guys, my name is Ferris. You can find me here on the post credits channel Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Wednesdays at 5 o'clock Pacific. And then Thursdays and Fridays are our other Rewatchers Council's shows. Thursdays at 3 o'clock Pacific, and Fridays 3 o'clock Pacific. Thursdays we got Buffy. Fridays we got Angel. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. 6 o'clock Eastern for both shows, Thursdays and Fridays. I'm also on our sports channel every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good Friends, Better Rivals. Me and Caleb talk American football for most of our viewers. But without further ado, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll have an peace out and have a next time. Whoa, sorry. Brain fart. Peace out, and we'll see you guys next time.